Okay, a bit of a 200 series Landcruiser day today. Is that a good or a bad thing? Let's have a look what Trent's up to with this one. What do we got here, Trent?
Got a 200 series in for a bit of diagnostic, blowing a bit of black smoke. Got about 400,000 on it, so giving it the once over. And the fuel filter, checking the basics first. Some cheap quality, crappy one, and you know, pitch black, nearly looks like an oil filter.
Lots of glue on the inside hole, no doubt, as usual.
Yep, yeah, the usual amount. Air filter, the seal was a bit thin. You know, there's a bit of fine dust that's got them past the seal. But this thing's got 400,000, zero blow by, and injector values are all pretty good as well.
Start it up, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the blow by. Absolutely nothing. 400,000 Ks, dusty inlet. Aftermarket seals haven't been fitted, been sealing properly because they're too bloody thin. So use a good quality air filter when you're changing these things. With no blow by, so a good sign. Alright, let's take this thing to a bit of a wrap. Have a look what she's doing. Whoa. Okay. That was a bit of squid ink.
Yeah, fair bit of smoke out the back there.
So you got to remember with diesels and non-DPF diesels, you've got a lot of catching area in your exhaust and catalytic converters and mufflers and stuff. So normal soft driving, you can get a lot of soot build up, but the customer is complaining about smoky, and that was obviously an extreme case of very black sooty stuff. Give it a couple of good thrashings. Look at that, that's number 2 and it's nearly clean. So you get a lot of soft build up. So just remember to give your V8 or any of your diesels that you've got, a bit of a thrashing now and then on the run-on ramp to get on the freeway. Give it a bootful, or if you go on beach driving, give it a bootful to keep things clean. Is a good thing for them. But it's done 400,000, so going to be up for injectors and things soon. We'll check the values and stuff on them and see if they're going to need doing it anytime soon. It's got a bit of a leak in the intercooler. Might be a bit of tuning due as well. So there's a few things, 400,000, a bit of a birthday present to keep it all going. And we'll go back and have a look at these other 200 series cruisers that we've got. Back at the workshop, we'll come around and have a look at Trent. Nice looking rig there. See what these injector values are like. So just doing an injector value test on this V8 cruiser that we just saw blowing copious amounts of smoke. Numbers aren't too bad, given it's done 400,000 Ks. You've got to remember this thing hasn't got any blow-by, so we've got to always do a check of that first to make sure the engine's balanced, because injector value tests can get skewed with wrong information and a bad diagnostic by the fact you might have an engine that's got actually blow-by and an imbalance in cylinder pressures, which will lead to those numbers being wrong too, and you'll think that it's injectors, change the injectors, and it's still got bad values. So there's a lot more to it than just looking at numbers. Correct diagnostics all the time. So a little bit of wear and tear and everything here, but again, given it's done 400,000 Ks, everything's trooping along pretty well. A few little leaks here and there we'll fix up on the way through. Obviously found that fuel filter ridiculous, and the air filter, another copy one. Of course, it was way too thin on the seal, sitting loose in the box, allowing dust through, but still no blow-by. And yet you see some of these motors with horrid blow-by, and people say that it's caused from dust. I don't know, I challenge that idea. When we see heavily dusted inlets and they've got 400,000 Ks on them without a problem, you've got to start wondering what the blow-by is caused by. It could be something totally different. Will we ever know? But it'll be a good argument for everybody for the rest of their lives, I'm sure, about dust. Anyway, let's have a look at some of these other V8s that we've got in here. So just having a look at this Landcruiser 200 filter seal, you can see how flat it looks. This is a copy filter, not a genuine one. And of course it was sitting loose in the air cleaner box with the lid clamped down. So those lips should be quite separate nearly, and they should be really up high. So you've got a nice bit of sealing crunching going on with your seal, not like this one was. But that's how it goes with aftermarket stuff. Quality nowadays is just crap, and that's why we've got a pretty solid stance on using good quality aftermarket, which is hard to find, or if in doubt, genuine only. Anyway, that's enough on this Landcruiser. We've got a few more to do. I'll do a few more videos coming up. See more of these videos. Keep watching our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat or berrimadiesel.com, where you can find out more about looking after your diesel properly.